Hey, this is Ralph, and in this short video, instead of talking about the tarot card of the day, I'm going to be talking about the meaning of the number 6 in Tarot Numerology. The deck that I'm using here is the Rider-Waite deck, and you can see by looking at the cards how the idea of care, compassion, balance, harmony really comes out in the 6 numbers of these cards. The number 6 stands for the concept of love, compassion, healing, caring. It's also been described as the number of the generative principle by people like Mark Passio, which is essentially can be understood as meaning what you focus on the most in your life, that will tend to grow. Now, the first card here that we have in the line of the number 6 is Major Arcana card number 6, the Lovers. Clearly a card of love, balance, and harmony, reflects the idea of the generative principle in tarot beautifully. The next card I have drawn out here is the Devil. This is number 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. And yes, the devil here represents the generative principle turned upside down. This is what happens when you focus on things that are not conducive to a good life, when you are held in bondage, as it were, by the material world, craving, riches and lust and things like that. Not wholesome things, but just ego satisfying things and those things only. And yeah, the devil card, one of the interpretations we can give to that is, yes, to be held bondage by the material world. And in the Rider-Waite deck, we see this symbolized very beautifully. The next card I have, 6 of Cups, a card that represents reminiscing, going back to past patterns repeating. It's a sweet little card of wanting to go back to a kinder, gentler time in your life. So, another card of love here and yearning to recapture that state of early love. The next card that I have here is the 6 of Pentacles. And this card represents generosity, kind of relating to nurturing. See a rich guy with the scales balancing out gold or silver, and then giving to beggars who are in need, and deciding who he should give to. So yeah, 6, the number of generosity, nurturing, things like that. That comes out in the 6 of Pentacles. The next 6 card we have here, 6 of Swords, which to me represents healing. It represents departing from a troubled past and going off to another shore, going off to another place where one can regroup, refocus, and rebuild. Healing, a card of healing is what I see here. And again, another aspect of the generative principle represented by the number 6. And then the last 6 card we have here is the 6 of Wands. And this represents victory. And in one of the Huna principles, talking about the generative principle, there is a saying, what you focus on will grow. And here we have a victor who has focused on one aspect in his life and has come out emerging victorious. So yeah, the idea of victory relating to the generative principle. What you focus on the most will grow. So, I mean, it could mean love, it could mean finance, could mean creative pursuits. But basically, yeah, the idea of the generative principle, or number 6 in tarot, is that, yeah, where you put your main focus of energy, what you love the most, work with the most, and develop the most, that is what's going to grow in abundance in your life. So, a reminder to focus on things that really matter, not to allow yourself to be distracted by things that don't really matter. A lot of people, instead of focusing on things that they love, They instead will focus on things that they fear. And then they wonder why the fear that they dread is the one thing that tends to manifest in their life. Well, just remember, what you focus on the most will grow in your life. So if you want good things, focus on the good. Work for the good. If you want bad things, focus on that. And a lot of people in life, we do it just backwards. We focus on what we don't want, and then instead of what we do want, and then we wonder why the things that we don't want tend to manifest, and the things that we do want don't. Well, what you focus on the most grows. So, happy Sunday. This is Ralph signing out. We'll catch you in future updates. Take care and have a good one. God bless. Bye bye.